Boom. I'm Julian.
And I'm Karel,
Welcome to the Late Night Rap.
where we give you straight facts. Right now, we'd like to really express our gratitude to the support we get so far from all the viewers out there, all the likes, all the shares. I would like to ask everybody to continue the support. We appreciate it. Those who don't subscribe yet, please remember, click that subscribe button, that notification bell. We appreciate it. And remember, leave your comments in the comment section because we do treasure your opinion. Julian, run the track now.
All right, Karel. Respect. And what I talk about, Karel? What I talk about a major development that took place over the weekend, which involved a popular podcaster by the name of Jaii Frais. Right? Now, for those of you who don't know, Jaii Frais is a host of Let's Be Honest podcast. And he also has another podcast called Toxic Talk. Those are two brands I know. Jaii Frais has been involved in a back and forth with an artist and his crew. Artist's name is 450, and the manager named Jahvy Ambassador. So, things apparently turned left on Sunday at a carnival party when the allegations are that, Jaii Frais went to this event, right, him and the woman, right, and during the event, he was allegedly attacked by cronies of this crew, artist crew, allegedly, right, and some pie were introduced, and 3 people end up get shot, including Jaii Frais himself, a bystander, and one member of this entourage. Right? As we know right now, the member of the entourage was in critical condition. Jaii Frais has since been released, and the bystander, who was actually from overseas, Karel, he issued a statement. Apparently his injuries are more serious than initially thought, and he's been flown to the US for additional treatment. Right? It's a sad affair that nobody knows what to say. So, Karel, I get your opinion on this thing. But go on.
Well, first, may I just look on it at face value. And kind of, I say, this was a case of much ado about nothing. Because to the reports that me I get, and the little research that me I do into it, it look like a mouth talk. Cause all of this.
That's right.
People that talk about who from mouth stink and who kiss whoever part of one woman, and the two alleged factions. Did I say at word to them one another? No, we may not understand with that generation here. Our youths will come up now. You see, one level, them have a dancehall culture where in other culture they want to say anything where they want to push sexual deviance or things, sexual practices were outside of the norm. Then put one bag of violence, then promote unaliving people in the most gruesome way. When them get criticized, when them get criticized about it, them tell you about freedom of expression and creative genius and art imitates life. And them give everybody a fight against the youth, them, and that are the way them express themselves, and they want to be allowed to express themselves freely without hindrance or encumbrance. But as soon as somebody says something with them not in favor of or sound like it is not favorable to them or to their image, where that turn out in a, where we say violence. Nobody can say nothing. We're critical of them. Nobody can talk any little thing. How much pain you feel as young people when somebody speaks their mind? That are those words. It's like sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. So I don't understand how on one level, the young people them want to be free to say anything, use any expletive anywhere them, no care elders did it, them behave in any way them feel like, and say, when you say, why that not appropriate, we don't think that appropriate for public consumption. You fight against the youth them, and your bad mind and rape, but yet still when somebody know, say something where them not like, look on the action where we see, look where we see play out now. A visitor from overseas now, who have nothing to do with anything, seriously injured. Man a face, man a look upon incarceration time. Man have gunshot wounds. Over what? Over words? So I don't want to talk anything, but you don't want to hear anything. Explain to me, young people. If you're not out there listen to this, maybe me, the generation gap, I can't really see it clear. So like you can see it clear on phone level, you bring the elders, call me. But even kill with phone train attack. Because it's kind of confusing. Because my age, the amount of things where people talk about me, some go so, some no go so, some no nearly go so. And if I was to react like how Uno act, the amount of analyzing or hurt, I would have to hurt people. And then I get to understand, say it involve a woman. I say some disparaging remarks about another man. And if in my days, we know, say, woman mouth now have no filter, them say anything. I have experienced that personally. When I was involved with a young lady, and when she never get what she want, how she want it, she feel like she could have did extort out of me. She walk and tell the whole community all kind of things when me do and when me never do and when me nearly do. And people come and ask me all these things and when me ever do. If you lick her down, they must say it's because of the truth and the truth bite you make you lick her down. If you don't lick her down, they must say a truth she talk and you can't do nothing about it. So from the moment them things they start talk about you, what you gonna do? Go to jail, my friend, hurt somebody. Let's move on and make a consent set you free. Julian, I just can't understand them, Utah. What you say?
All right, yeah, man, Carol. All right. There are a couple layers to unpack here, right? Firstly, let me just say this. In the entertainment industry, criticism is not only inevitable, it is also necessary. It's a necessary part of the creative process, right? So when you react violently to being criticized, right? It's a violation of the law, and it's also a violation of freedom of expression, which me, as a journalist, uphold and defend, right? However, at the same time, you alluded to it, a part of what is being speculated. Remember, guys, everything, it's all allegations right now and speculation. So let me just say that, but what is being speculated is that tensions were fueled by the appearance of a young lady, an influencer, on one of Jaii Frais' podcasts, I think the one called Toxic Talk, where she made some allegations, of bad breath and Ray and Tay. And, it was believed that these allegations were being made against the producer who is implicated, that's Jahvy Ambassador. Right? No. As I tell you, I defend freedom of expression. However, at the same time, there is a toxic subculture that's emerging in the entertainment space, right? Which I believe is bad, and I don't think it has any place in our culture, right? Too often, Karen, I see, you go on TikTok, you go on other social media platforms, and you see somebody, I just make one bag of allegations about people and their personal life, and a lot of these people, them don't have a self-respect, right? Because them a talk about themselves, don't sleep with every artist in the industry. And them a talk about the artist and their personal life and Ray and T and T. Right? Them thing there, look, as I said, I don't condone reacting violently to that. However, you are inviting that, especially when you're dealing with a culture that's violent like ours. And you have enough weak people as well. You have a lot of weak-minded people, Carol. Not everybody's strong-minded like us. Right? So you're inviting them sort of reaction there. As I said, we don't condone that at all. Right? Anybody who react like that should be locked up.
All right, now,
Right? Mm-hmm.
you bring up an issue, right? And you talk about the subculture that exists and play out on social media more often, because that's the medium where the younger generation now will go to for their information and for their entertainment, right? No. You notice, you say, a man in the crew and the manager, but the artist himself.
He was there, but he wasn't involved.
All right, you see that subculture the way I tell you about now where. Give an example. Just a few weeks ago, and in this same space, we were discussing an issue involving copyright and royalties and publishing that involved Vibes Cartel and Grindsman. No, we were discussing an issue, expressing our opinions and giving our views on the issue. And the amount of SYM when me personally get because of a question I asked involving that song. And it never come from the artist himself. It come from some people who probably don't even know the man who them are defend. They probably never even interacted with Cartel once in them life, but took it upon themselves to defend them idol. You notice who go on with them thing there? According to the allegations. Because we hear say, the young man, Jaii Frais, went into the urinal or somewhere. And that's where he was first confronted. And assaulted, according to the allegations.
Allegations, yes, that's right.
And the artist wasn't there assaulting him. His hangers on and minions. You notice that subculture? No, the artist's career right now is up in the air because of people who round him, with negativity.
That's right.
I can't understand it.
Yeah.
I can't understand it. So you notice that vibe there?
Yeah, man. Cronyism.
And then now, it still a come back to a thing now. Me not understand how them look upon the virtues of a female in that generation. Because personally, if a girl willing to come out, come tell her, say, me sleep with that, me lie with that, me lay with that, me this with that. Personally, in my books, our virtues gone down the scale, you know.
That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Kind of so we grow. A woman used to, a female would be very private with them kind of act there. Then when they willingly, maybe they would speak amongst the girls in the powder room. But to come on a public forum, come tell you who them sleep with. That I don't know one lady like quality.
But see, the thing though, Carol, is that this subculture is being fueled by social media and clicks.
It come right, but it come right back down to the morals and thing where gone out of Jamaica's popular music, cause that gone too. See?
Exactly.
That gone too, brother. Because what some of them youth have to understand, said this music we want to inherit was a music of liberation. People all over the world used to listen to this music and be motivated to rise up out of whatever situation of oppression they were in. Our music were for oppressed people. It was a world movement. Wasn't just for entertainment. Yes, there was always that entertainment value in it, but it had some meaning and had some message. Now, I want to use the opportunity before we run up another time here to ask the youth them say, which one I want to know? I'm going to give you a message. We can uplift the world. I'm not going to follow everybody and just do the try, the test, it and prove now. Make some work, get some stream, this, that, buy a Benz and live uptown and yeah, you know, do nothing for your people. Which one I'm going to step up? Know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, me now left from remind them you just say, if you decide, say, you don't want people for telling us, say, don't talk certain thing and push the battery and push analyzing people like that is the only thing you can sell now on the message. Prepare for hear anything. Because there are people who are going to critique you. I'm going to go an example because me do it. Me are the man we cover Sting every year. 1 year, a Sizzler me write that. The next year, Elephant Man and Sizzler now get the prop. Next year, Beanie Man and then when I get the prop. Me have to be fair, and when the artists who take the show, that's what I have to pop right. So for the people who never did it, you know what it go on. And those artists never one day look for me. I want to bring nothing violent to me because many of them didn't know it was true. So I understand how a couple generations afterward, none of them can take critique. If you tell a man say him never perform right and him just sing off key and you kill them one, kill you. Say you done them career and you're bad. Youth man. Only too violent. Everything you go to is violence. This issue never have come to never have been on news, never have been a preke. Much ado about nothing. If you love talk and talk things about people, you must love it, you must be able, if you can take it too. The life don't work one way. So here what? Now I got to believe about that point here, too long, We just have say, boom. This are the late night rap. Where we give straight facts. Julian and Carol say that. Subscribe, like, share. We do treasure your opinion, so leave some in the comment section.